The Fever are safe. The Fever are safe. And if you're wondering what I mean by saying the Fever are safe, Brienne January is not going to be poached. Brienne January is not going to be given a head coach job. I hope Brienne January has all the success in the world in her career, is going to be a head coach. And the fact that we are celebrating that nobody hired her is a testament to how good of a coach Brienne January is. We know she's going to get that head coach job, but I'm just happy it's not now. I'm just happy that it's not now. That's all I'm going to say. I think that Brienne January, it was a big factor in the Fever winning. It seems like Austin Kelly is their offensive coordinator. Stephanie White is like the person who the team head coach, and then she's got her offense and defensive coordinators who cover those sides of the ball, and she kind of just puts it all together. And Brienne January was one of the biggest reasons for the Indiana Fever becoming what they were on the defensive end. So the Seattle Storm were the team that a lot of people thought were going to sign Brienne January, because Dallas hired their coach, but they ended up hiring Sonia Raman, who was the coach of she was a assistant in the NBA, and then became an assistant for Sandy Brondello. So it is one of those things that a lot of people in general were very much like expecting it to be January, because January is that level of coach. She is that level of coach. Do I think Neko Wumake stays with the Seattle Storm? She's gone against her own word. Because of, she basically said she'd only play for a coach of a certain ethnicity. And she might be going against her own word. And at the end of the day, look, it's a good hire for them, I think. Like, she's somebody that's coached at a high level. But Brienne January was expected to be that coach. And she's someone that the Fever need for one more year. Just one more year for the Fever, and you're happy. We're happy. Like, if it doesn't work out and she wants to go get her head coach job, she'll get their head coach job. She'll get a head coach job. And it's a given. It's a given that that's happening. But just one more year. Go win a title in Indiana. Go win a title in Indiana as a coach, just like you won one as a player. Go get your second title with Indiana. Like, she played all but 4 seasons in the WNBA as a member of the Fever. But she's only 38 years old. So she's gotten her 20 years of coaching. And the fact is that you're looking at her being like, a few months older than DeWanna Bonner. She was in the same draft as DeWanna Bonner. She was in the 2009 WNBA draft. That was Angel McCautry's draft, was it? Yeah. She was taken one pick after DeWanna Bonner. This is a crazy draft. I was looking at it. So you've got Angel McCautry, who's like basically a talking head in women's sports. You have Chrissy Tolliver, obviously coach. Then you've got owner Renee Montgomery, quitter DeWanna Bonner, and Brienne January. Like, she's in good company right there. But so she was drafted behind. So she played with DeWanna Bonner and it was her coach. But yeah, it's still an interesting thing. But I do think that the Indiana Fever are going to really, really need her for one more year. And she's got 20 more years coaching in her. Just like it's been 20 years since she started playing in college. And delaying that that one more year is not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Her going into the league, or her going to head coaching at 39 years old instead of 38. But I think it's a matter of when, not if, she gets a head coach job. Like the Portland Fire have hired their coach. The Toronto Tempo have hired their coach. Like, everybody's hired their coaches. So she's not being a head coach in this set of hires. But I think it's a given nearly that she's going to be a head coach soon. And I think the Indiana Fever, fans, obviously, this shows how good. Well, you know an assistant coach is good when fans are scared of losing you. As was the case as a Leeds United fan when Carlos Corberán, who was our assistant coach, is he Valencia now? But like he's way exceeded Leeds United as a in his coaching career. But he's the Valencia coach. But when he decided to take the Huddersfield Town job after being unbelievable assistant manager for Leeds when we expected him to take over as our head coach. And it's like, oh shit. And we were never able to get him back. Like it is it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. And I do think that Brienne January is going to be key. And I think the Fever do need to run it back for one more year. I think you don't make any rash decisions. The only thing is that max contract to Natasha Howard, that's the one position you need to be better in. You need to be better in Natasha Howard. That's the one position you need to improve, because I'm okay with Lexi and Sophie sharing the three. Whoever's playing better at the time start. I'm fine with them fighting it out for that starting spot, the three. Like, Lexi originally took it off Dewana. So it was Sophie originally took it off Dewana. And then Lexi ended up, at the start of the season, Lexi was playing better than Sophie. So Lexi took it over off to Dewana. And then Sophie was out playing Lexi, so Sophie got it. And then Lexi got it back. When Sophie got injured, Lexi started killing it. So it's one of those things for me. I'm like, I don't really mind. I don't really mind seeing... I don't mind the team. I don't mind the way that the roster is constructed. I think in general that players just need to be the players are good enough. The coaches just need to still be there and we'll be good. I think we'll be good. I think overall the Fever are in a really good spot, and I think Brienne January going, I'm not going to say it would suddenly make the Fever a bad team, because it wouldn't, but Brienne January going would very, very suddenly make the Indiana Fever a very, very much weaker defensive team. Or at least theoretically a weaker defensive team when you lose your coach. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. What do you guys think? Are you guys upset on a personal level that Brienne January didn't get her she didn't get her big coaching move this year? Because I think it's coming. Like it's coming. There's people are like, oh, there's not enough teams in WNBA. There's going to be another team coming in next year, as far as I'm aware. Am I right in saying that? Is there another team coming in? I think Cleveland and something else are coming in quickly enough. And let's be real, this is the WNBA. They're going to fire a lot of coaches. Albeit the standard of coaching is way higher now than it was, say, 3 or 4 years ago. Like even 2 years ago, the standard of coaching is way higher now. Like Christy Sides wouldn't get a job in this current WNBA. Wouldn't even be close. Wouldn't even get an interview in this current WNBA. Maybe if Tyler Marsh isn't working out, the Sky go and get her. But like Marsh is very close to losing his job. Trying to think who in the WNBA is close to losing their job. Could it just be Marsh? Like I think they're still going to give Marsh another year or two. You're still going to give Marsh a year or two. If any of the expansion things don't work out, Lynn Roberts, I don't know how safe she is. I think Sydney Johnson's pretty safe. Rashid Mazian, and she played for the Sun. Rashid Mazian's not safe at all. Like Rashid Mazian's a tank commander. He's a tank commander. He's a nice man. He plays relatively attractive basketball. People like playing for him. So if nothing else, he's somebody that they might just go and say, you know what, we're gonna fire him, and she might get the Sun job. But there's plenty of jobs, and I think in the next 2 or 3 jobs to free up, one of them's gonna be hers. But anyway, I'll see you guys.